Okay, you guys, welcome back to, I think I'm gonna make this a vlog. If I'm making this into a vlog, there's probably gonna be a lot going on in the vlog. Anyways, I'm a watch guy. You probably wouldn't know that because I've been remote for 6 years, so I really haven't had a reason to purchase a watch, right? Now that I'm back in the office in a corporate setting, I want a watch. I need a watch, right? I have watches, but I don't have anything that's like automatic. I wanted either an automatic or a quartz movement type of watch. Now, I also wanted like a grown man, like a real grown man watch. Unfortunately, I cannot afford the type of watch that I really want. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. So, I really want a Rolex. I cannot afford one right now, realistically. And I refuse to put myself in debt over a material item, right? So I found something that will hold me over in my 30s until I'm able to purchase my dream watch when I'm in my 40s, okay? I just hope I like it because, I mean, I could return it if I don't like it, but I'm not really someone that returns. I don't know. Also, like, I do like the watch, obviously, I purchased it, but I just hope I like it in person. All right, let's open it up. I'm so nervous. I'll let you guys get the first look. Can you see it? Stunning. It's beautiful. All right, so this is Gucci 25H 38 millimeter quartz stainless steel gold dial men's watch. All right, so this is two-toned gold and silver plated. And let's see. This watch is stunning. I chose this watch because I figured it'll age really well. It's two-toned, so it'll definitely go with all of my looks. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. While I try to remove the plastic, we do have to make a trip to Lenox Mall so that I can have the watch adjusted. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna make a trip to Lenox Mall, which I am scared and nervous because there's been a lot of foolishness going on with Marta and I would hate to get robbed. So the only thing that really concerns me would be the back. So there's no real, I don't know, there's no like notch on the side to like unclasp the watch, and I'm a little concerned that it may break over time. I don't know. I'll ask when I go to the store, but we'll see. All right, you guys, so we made it to Lenox Mall. I'm just hoping that I don't get robbed. So yeah, but anyways, we're here. It's hot, there's a lot going on. We're going to Richmond, Virginia this weekend, see my family. I haven't seen them in probably, it's been about a year. That's also stressful because I'm still in training with my current job. So I didn't want to drive both ways. I honestly wanted to fly, but I'm scared of flying. But it saves so much time. It's also really expensive. So I've decided to drive to Virginia, and then I'm going to fly back to Atlanta on Sunday. So Forever Diamonds took care of us. I did attempt to go into the Gucci store. I figured there was going to be some sort of like policy or whatever. Their policy is if you don't purchase the watch at the actual store same day, then they have to like ship the watch out somewhere, and then they have to like authenticate it and then take the links out and then send it back. So it was a whole lot. So I ended up just taking it to, they actually recommended Forever Diamonds. I paid $35 to get the links out. I also had a couple of watches that I had to, where I needed the battery changed. So yeah, we're all squared away. So I'm heading back on the MARTA subway, and we're heading back home. Oh, you guys, I'm back on the road. I haven't been in a car in a really long time. I haven't driven a car in a really long time. I'm heading back to Richmond, Virginia, check on my family. It's Father's Day, so I figured I could kill multiple birds with one stone. I told my mom, well, I had already planned to travel on Father's Day weekend versus Mother's Day weekend. I just figured travel expenses would be a lot less. But boy, was I wrong. Anyways, I'll check in with you guys later because we do have some things to discuss. But right now, I'm just trying to like woo-saw and continue on safely. So I'll check in with you guys later. 8+ hours later, I've made it to Richmond, Virginia. Well, currently I'm in Ashland, Virginia, but I'm back home. This has been a long day. Anyways, I grabbed coffee from Blanchard's. I've been on the go, so I didn't really have time to like, it's not that I didn't have time, but I'm also trying to like enjoy, you know, being back home. So I grabbed coffee from Blanchard's. It tastes really good. I also went to Elwood Thompson's and I picked up a few things from the store. So also going to the Whole Foods market here in Virginia, I'm also noticing the Whole Foods stores here in Virginia are so much better than the ones in Atlanta. I don't know. They just have better items. I've been trying to find these toothpicks all over Atlanta. Couldn't find them, but I found them here in Richmond. So excited. I love these. First of all, I love the container. I know it's plastic, but it's so much better. Like the only ones I can find in Atlanta are these, and I don't care for these. I like these better. Anyways, so I picked up 2 of those. Even like the essential oils are so much better. The selections are so much better. We're gonna put this on actually. I picked up the geranium rose. So I didn't bring any scents from home just because I'm not even sure if they'll allow me, like they might make me throw this away when I get to the airport. Oh, so yeah, I think I shared with you guys I'm flying back, so I might have to throw it away, which I hope I don't have to. But anyway, so I knew I was gonna pick up an essential oil so that I can like smell good while I'm here. We're cooking out for Father's Day, so I got me a little watermelon. All right. so I'm at my mom's house checking on my apple trees. I don't know if you guys remember many vlogs ago. This is the first one that I planted. This is a green grape variety or a green apple variety. And this one is a red apple variety, but this one is doing much better. It's being attacked by the critters. This one is doing really well. I'm a bit worried about this guy. Here we have, let's see, here we have a grapevine. Let's see, I don't believe this is a grapevine. So I'm gonna pull this up. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one, okay, I'll show you when I get to my granddad's. This one, I grafted from his grapevine and it's actually doing really well. I'll have to get my mom to transplant this. It actually might be, I don't know. I wish I was here often to where I could manage this stuff. This is the blackberry vine. I think this area gets too much shade for this stuff to grow the way it's supposed to. No, not yet. Absolutely. I want a Tesla so bad. One day. Look how clean I look in a Tesla. Like, if I had a Tesla, you guys would be sick of me. This is why I love Walmart. Like, I would literally wear these. And I would actually purchase them, but I don't have any room in my suitcase. Like, I would actually wear these. All right, you guys, so I've made it to my hotel for the night. I'm actually not too far from my aunt, so I'm going to stop by, chat with her and my cousins, and then I need to make it back here so I can shower and kind of wind down and get some rest before church. And yeah, I just need to be well rested because I'm going to my granddad's church, my dad's father, I'm going to his church. That usually starts, or it does start at 10. And then I go to my grandmother's, my mom's mom, I go to her church right after. So that starts at 11. So typically works out to where I can hang out with my granddad and my dad and that side of the family. And then after that service, I then, you know, spend time with my grandmother, my home church, and yeah, so. But I'm at what, 4 points? But yeah, I'm at the Marriott. I usually have a really good experience at Marriott's. All right, let's go visit my aunt and hopefully I can get back here before midnight. All right, fit check. What is this? Polo Ralph Lauren, Banana Republic. These are J. Crew, my belt, fake leather. Aloe shoes. Okay, I'm running late. I need to stop by Whole Foods so I can get like some sort of oil, because I don't have lotion or anything and I'm really ashy. So Whole Foods, I might grab coffee and then I need to head to church. Oh, I also need like a conditioner for my hair. Running a little bit late, so we're going to continue the show. You guys, look. My old Whole Foods. All right, really not trying to spend a lot of time in here. Gonna see if they have any decent lotion. Probably should, I may need to pick up deodorant and sunscreen, but yeah, we'll play that by ear. I picked up patchouli oil. The rose geranium is cute, but it's a little too feminine. So I'm gonna, you know, zhuzh it up with the patchouli. It's gonna be a perfect balance. Life Don't Stink. This is by Stink Bug. I feel like this was made for me. Like, I'm quick to, this is for me. So, and it smells really good. The cedar eucalyptus. Okay, so I got the mist. That way I can, like, I love Triology. I picked up the mist. Oh, there we go. You can also spray this on your clothing and give it like a really nice smell as well. Okay. And then I also picked up the Ultra Hydrating Face Cream by Triology. So we're gonna try that. I hate when people park beside me. Jesus Christ. I should have purchased sunscreen, but it's whatever. These little to-go travel size Triology products in Whole Foods. They also have like other brands like toothpaste and stuff like that. Brilliant. Okay. Let's grab coffee and then I need to go to church. Perfect. All right. I love being in Richmond just to visit. I feel people will come to Richmond and they're like, oh, it's such a, like, I think people, yeah, I think Richmond is a great, like, I'm visiting city. It's really comfortable. It's not the worst city to get around in. I feel like it is getting a little bit more tight, especially with them buildings pretty much any and everywhere. But besides that, like, it's still a much smaller city compared to like Charlotte or of course Atlanta, you know, but Richmond has a lot of potential, and I love that it's growing. Anyways, I'm excited to be back for a little while and visit my favorite, you know, areas, but yeah, I just need like to pop in and out and then I'm fulfilled. Like, anything longer than like a couple of days, I'm like, all right, what am I doing here? Okay, that's enough ranting for now. Coffee secured. All right, you guys, let's go to church. They're building these homes everywhere, and these are like these are expensive homes. These are like, I believe these probably start at 400 to 500. And we're just going down the little barely paved road. And this is my granddad's home church. Providence Baptist Church. Let's see. I usually just park down here. All right, so one service down. All right, so we're one service down, one more to go. So this is my granddad's church that I was telling you guys about, and I'm going to my home church. My mom sings in the choir. We had this like shady pastor. We finally like got rid of him, so now like the original members are trickling back in to the church. So I'm gonna spend some time at my home church, see my mom sing, my grandmother. It'll make her happy. So yeah, all in all, everything is going according to plan. I'm killing so many birds with one stone. I'm excited. I'm happy. This was a successful trip. You guys, I'm in another disgusting hotel in the middle of nowhere. Look at this disgusting couch. Yikes. So my flight from Richmond was delayed due to mechanical issues. And so when we got to Baltimore, they left us. Essentially, by the time I got to Baltimore, like just when I got to Baltimore, they closed the gates. So let's start all the way from the beginning, right? So I haven't seen my family in a year. So everyone's getting older, especially my grandparents, and I'm like, I have to see them, just to create, memories and just to hug them and make sure that they're okay, right? So I figured Father's Day would be the next best time to see everyone. I know during Father's Day, like my dad's side of the family is smaller than my mom's side of the family. So, my dad's side of the family, like they try to like get together and meet up at my granddad's house and have a cookout or gathering, right? So I knew I wanted to come down on Father's Day. Cool. So flights were crazy expensive. So I already knew I was going to drive up to Virginia and then I was going to fly back. Booked my reservations on Thursday. I booked through Priceline for my car rental and the flight. The issue with Priceline is that they don't communicate with the airlines. So if there's an issue or if they run out of vehicles, if they're not allowing one-way trips, I'm not gonna know about it, or you're not gonna know about it until you actually arrive to the airport and they tell you what's up. I'll move here since the lighting is better. So Saturday I get to the airport to pick up the vehicle. And so she starts typing and she mentioned something about within the past 24 hours. But I really wasn't worried about it because I knew I booked well before 24 hours ago. So she pulls up my reservation and she goes, "Oh, you've booked within the past 48 hours and we're not allowing one-way travels. FIFA is in town and I guess they needed, their car inventory." So she's like, "You can walk to Hertz." She points to Hertz and see if they can do anything for you. I get to Hertz. They're able to work with me. The total came up to like 300. It was over 300. So now I'm a little bit pissed because I'm thinking, all right, I could have just flown. Ugh, there's bugs in here. This is a nightmare. Anyways, I was gonna go through it because I needed to get to Virginia. And so I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, you just have to return the car by 6:30. I'm like, perfect. My flight is on Sunday at 6:25, so I'll have it back before then. She's like, no, you have to have it back 6:30 this time tomorrow. I go back to Avis, and before I can get a word out, she goes, let me see what I can do for you. She's like, you didn't yell at me. You've been a polite customer. I told her I work in customer service, so I know if you say you can't do anything or if the answer is no, that means no. Before I could finish my sentence, she looks up and she goes, there's always a workaround. I'm like, why didn't you come to that conclusion before? So now I'm ultra irritated, but I'm playing it cool, blah, blah, blah. She rings me up and I get on the road. Of course, it was more expensive than my original booking on Thursday, which I have to sort that out later this week. I can't deal with that right now. I'm on the road, get to Virginia. Great. Hung out with my family, went to all my old stomping grounds. Everything was really good. So I said my goodbyes and I head to the airport. Get to the airport, I was already freaking out because I don't have real ID. So I knew I was gonna have to pay the $45 fee to fill out this form, blah, blah. Whole time I thought it was gonna be this whole like walk up to a desk, they have to verify you, and it's none of that. You simply scan the QR code and they just want you to pay a fee for not having real ID. That's all it is. So it's super quick, super easy. It takes no more than like 10 minutes, if that. I get through TSA and I sit and wait for my flight. The flight was supposed to leave or board at 6:25. It was delayed and we didn't board until after 6:50. So I'm already kind of freaking out because I knew my layover was 50 minutes when I got to, or once I got to Baltimore. So I'm freaking out. The plane takes off. It literally only took 25 minutes to get from Richmond to Baltimore, which was crazy to me because that's usually like a good 3-hour trip by car. We were there in no time. I get off the plane, I'm sprinting. Now, what you don't know is that Southwest, I flew Southwest. Southwest has the most irritating, stupid itinerary. Their systems are horrible. These bugs are driving me insane. This is disgusting. So every time you go to pull up your itinerary, you have to put in your confirmation, your name, and then it'll pull up certain parts of your itinerary. Like you have to go fishing for it. It is the most annoying thing ever. So I couldn't figure out like where to go for flight 2. Run to a desk, they helped me out. And that was a whole other situation because the guy was on his phone for about 2 minutes. I waited patiently because I'm not the type of person to like yell and scream. It gets you nowhere. So after he was done fooling around on his phone, he helped me out. He was really cool. I ran to the gate because he pretty much let me know, like I could tell by his face that I had pretty much missed it. But he was like C12, so I run. Of course, C12 was all the way on the other side of the airport. Get to C12 and they are not opening up the gate. So they had a lady there. She was kind of going back and forth with the guy, and I just took his word for it and I kind of just went over to management. I walked up to the desk. She pulled up my flight, saw that it was delayed due to mechanical issues, and she gave me 2 food vouchers, a hotel voucher, and my ticket for tomorrow. She even gave me like a little pamphlet so I could like possibly dispute the charge or see what I can do for compensation, right? So I'm like, cool. Now, in the moment, I'm still extremely devastated because I'm still in training. So I didn't want it to look bad with that. And anyways, so the if it works out perfectly, I'll still be able to get to work tomorrow with no issues. Fingers crossed. But anyways, I sit to the side, had to gather myself. I got food from Qdoba, and I'll probably use the last voucher tomorrow when I go back to the airport. But yeah, I picked up food, and I just had to make my way downstairs so I could catch a shuttle to the hotel, which the hotel is kind of like, it's a few minutes, it's several minutes away from the airport. So I make my way downstairs, call the shuttle, and I'm at location 22. She's like, oh, you have to walk down to location 6. So I'm like, so I'm walking. The shuttle was right there. And then he gets me in the car, he gets in the car, and there's a lady on the walkie-talkie. She was like, you have to pick up another group at like 20. They were at a different location, and then you have to pick up someone else at the car rental spot. So the second location he went to had the other people that were on my flight that were, I guess, in the same boat as me. So yeah, this is insane. Like, flights are way too expensive to be like having these sorts of like delays, and then customer service sucks. People are so incompetent. So you mix incompetent people with bad customer service with AI, and just, it's a show.